Moving right along to our next series match, we have Ixis and Ixis. Not seen Ixis here in a while, but I know he's continues to lab Rob combos nowadays. Nick still makes tweets now and then about what he discovered with Rob, which is nice. It shows a lot of dedication he has to Rob in general in Ultimate. And it was the same thing as well in Smash 4 as well. Both players quickly shook hands and are ready right into the game. Are they going Pokemon Stadium? Yes, they are. Not that much surprise, but anyway. Still got a match. Definitely some fast-paced play in neutral already from both characters. And she's doing a better job respecting Rob in neutral, and also approaching just at the right time to land his aerials. Now, some people would go after the gyro that was on stage, but Ixis was more than happy to stay on the platform and try to catch on what Iucretio was going to try to do to land back on stage. Now, in that case, he grabbed the gyro because it was more useful in that scenario. Definitely seen some respect from Ixis in terms of Rob, which is good to see. Ooh! Landed on the side B just at the wrong time. And it's good to see that Ixis using Nair again to beat out the gyro and hopefully to fast forward his landing on Rob to get a punish. Wolf just manages to survive there. Good dash attack grab. Still a very even game so far. Both players are playing very nice and fast. Again, another up air, but it was below stage, so Wolf was still gonna live. Very high percents here. Ooh, I respect the mix-up. This is the idea. But he loses his first stock as a result. Once again, Ixis doing what he does best with gyro, using it up close on his opponent's neutral, which is enough to add confusion, and pulls off one of his nifty little combos, low percentage ones that is. And of course, I'm pretty sure whenever he has an opponent close to the stage, he would try to get an early side B kill off stage. Beautiful back air. Just like that, Ixis with 2-stock advantage. Rob's still living at 190%. Ixis try to bait out a normal get-up option and punish with forward tilt. Would have been the stop. Ixis again not being too overly aggressive, which is again good. Nice landing on the back air. Finally takes out Iucretio's first stop, but it's a long way back up for Ixis in general to get back on. Good directional air dodge to avoid the possibility of being dare spiked. I love the fast falling fares. Catching out Iucretio. Not too sure why he threw the gyro up in the air. Well, in general, players would do that so that Rob could not bring out another gyro almost very quickly, because that's one of Rob's main tools to safe approaching neutral. But I didn't think it was useful in said scenario. Now that time, Ixis did not land right in front of Rob when side B was ending. For a random up smash from Ixis, poor decision. And that's good from Ixis, I like that. Shielding. Another Iucretio both stage, but let's go with shield just at the wrong time there. Good use of the... Sorry. But he did get the gyro, he wanted it to throw it down onto Iucretio, but the platform just got in the way, which is unfortunate. Still found a back here though. Now can Ixis add more pressure onto Iucretio to win game 1? So even if he doesn't win game 1, being able to get Iucretio up to like 100% is good in terms of adding pressure. Manages to mash out of that. Oh my goodness, there was a bit of a trade there. That's what concludes game 1. Iucretio winning it. Very respectable Very respectable play from Ixis, though. Still showing a lot of confidence that he's still putting in all he's got, no matter how big the disadvantage is. So game 2, they're heading over onto Smashville now. This being Ixis' counter pick. Might have to do with the fact that, you know, a platform messed up his idea of using gyro at one point. Alright, nice punish on Lucretio's aggressive approach. Once again, Ixis building up a generous lead here very early on. Finally took damage. Very lucky there, Ixis. Was just out of range for the back air. I'd like the slow play. Nice catch on the gyro by Lucretio. Gyro finally gone, so Lucretio could use it again there. Oh, he tried to punish with a get-up attack, but was out of range. And Ixis uses the right smash attack, being forward smash on that occasion, to take out Lucretio's first stop. Pace to slow down a little bit. Both players respecting each other in neutral. Ixis with the better punishes and the grabs from Lucretio's aggressive approach options. I'm not sure what he tried to do there. I think he wanted to set up a down air spike because Lucretio had no intangible frames when he grabbed it a second time there. Good fast one there landing to get a grab. That's a good catch and read on the get up option of Lucretio. Lucretio popped off for doing 25% damage in one hit. I mean, that's just Lucretio, man. Full of energy. And hey, if it works, it works. I'm surprised Ixis actually decided to just parry the laser. For a character that has a reflector, I would rather try to use a reflector. But Ixis should probably want to use it at a time that Lucretio least anticipates it. Once again, very standard stalling recovery tactics of Rob, as well as using up air by ledge. Ixis wanted to approach and punish, but the gyro was close by, so Ixis would have had to grab the gyro first before he punished Rob. Lucretio has made it back fairly quickly though in this game, despite being a stop down early. Or what it feels early. I'm sure Ixis was looking for a forward tilt, but it's an up tilt that's going to be the kill. Nice fair, Moss falling for a grab, still adding more pressure, manages to escape, being trapped from Rob's side B. So again, another stroke of luck for Ixis, no pun intended. That was a nice catch. It's like playing a game of catch. Alright, this is very nice pressure play on stage and juggling. Again from Ixis. Pretty much seeing a similar scenario to game 1, except the roles have changed. But if there's someone who can make a very fast steal of a game, it's Iucretio, man. All that gyro could have killed, because Wolf is close to death, had to get back on stage, because he would have had no intangible frames, grabbing the ledge a second time. Lucretio in disadvantage. Can he get back on stage? Not quite. Ixis keeping up with the pressure. Can't really go off to Rob off stage with a character that has not the best vertical recovery range, which is Wolf. Horizontal, it's somewhat okay, but at fixed range. Sorry, fixed angle. Yeah, fixed range. My bad. However, Ixis does manage to win game 2, so similar scenario to what we saw in game 1. The walls swapped round 1-all. Both players having a nice, good laugh, which is great to see. Lab is more of a relaxed weekly than some other events in general. But still though, it's nice to get a good win now and then, build up tournament experience, and hopefully use in future larger events.
Whoa!
So, game 3, heading off the battlefield. Ixis looking to extend his rock combos on the triplat stage like Battlefield. But I think also because of the size of the blast zones, and I think he's also taking that into account to make sure he survives longer probably, for Wolf's up smash, for example. Or even stall his recovery when recovering from above. A very even start so far from both players, yet again. Both players are still even though in terms of pressure play and neutral, as well as combo play and punish play. They're doing such a good job at rallying up a lot of damage very quickly and holding their opponent to disadvantage for a fair amount of time. Alright, so Ixis, Gyro. Well, Ixis, lucky to get back on stage, one may say. That's a very nice... I'm losing my words. I was to say, that was another beautiful catch of the Gyro. Ratio. Good up smash. Oh, Ixis popped off. He wasn't happy getting grabbed. Ixis looking to help follow suit and take out Ixis's first stop. Keep this match even. But he's taking a lot of damage now. Oh, I think Wolf's Nair or Bear beat out the Gyro. I'm not too sure if Ixis actually attempted to grab it. We won't know for sure. Oh my goodness. Ixis is a lucky boy. So lucky the side B animation just ended. Let's attack, eventually take out Ixis's first stock, but Ixis getting close is borderline death percent. Well, death percent now for sure. Excuse me. Oh, that's a poor up smash in Ixis. I did not use them too much. Using them effectively for mix-ups, but once you start using a move too much in neutral like that, especially for killing, that's when your opponent can start understanding your play. I mean, not going to kill just yet. Again, good continuous pressure on the disadvantage from the Ixis onto Ixis, and Gyro to up smash, done on the platform. Very nicely done. And Ixis, he's popping off hard, he's trying to keep Ixis comboed, but Ixis very nicely retaliates by sending him off stage. Wanted to approach with a short hop back air, just couldn't do so. Oh, went for a dash attack on that occasion. I understand the aggression just out of range on the down smash. Rob literally swiped Wolf away there. Good use of the up B, which I believe is called Firewolf. Speaking of fire, the fiery explosion from Rob's up smash, set up from the Gyro once again, takes Ixis to a 2-1 advantage. It's definitely fast-paced action we're seeing. Both players are very strong and very good, but unfortunately there has to be a loser in these sort of events.
Stop the battle! Draw!
And we're heading off into Game 4, heading back into Pokemon Stadium. Same stage started onto Game 1. May seem like a slow start, but both players are trying so hard to aggressively land their approaches. Alright, that was good from Brom. Sorry. I was gonna say Brom. Oh, just spot dodged it. Fast falling up there. Nice recovery from Ixis. Went below, got back on the ledge very fast. He definitely wants to keep Iucretio by ledge. He's been doing that so far. I thought the dash back meant that Iucretio was going to get back on stage safely. I kept him off stage longer than I thought he would have. Again, even games so far still. I think all games except for game 2 started off like that. Ixis had an early advantage. Sorry, built up an early advantage in game 2. A good directional air dodge from Iucretio to avoid the forward tilt. There's a back air from Ixis. Ooh, he actually reflects gyro. That's interesting. I wonder what Ixis has up his sleeve for doing something like that. Well, certainly not getting up smash like that on stage. Winner to play Ixis in winners final. Sorry, winner to play Skips in winners finals. My bad. Now once again, Ixis doing the standard shot up back airs and shot up nairs. Oh, beautiful punish on the get up option from Ixis, who's now just one stock away from taking this game into a Game 5 scenario. If that made sense at all. Already racking up 65% of Iucretio. I think that's 74%. Iucretio is so consistent at grabbing the gyro when it's sent back to him. Lazy shots quite a lot. He's got to be careful if he wants to. What a two-frame Iucretio or whatnot. I'm not going to overdo the aggression off-stage play. And that's an up smash himself. We have a Game 5 scenario, ladies and gents.
You're good, but I'm better.
Again, both players are playing very well. They both deserve to win. But there has to be a loser, which is unfortunate. Who's it going to be? We'll have to find out sooner or later.
Stop the battle!
But of course, once you reach top 8 in an event, standards have raised much higher than usual. So Game 5, both players full of energy, and they're definitely showcasing it in their play.
2, 1, go!
Heading on to Yoshi's Soaring. Ixis deciding to throw away the gyro, didn't want to hold on to it. Interesting. Well, just managing to catch Iucretio's roll get up on the dash attack. Already got Iucretio up to 95%. Iucretio's under pressure. Oh, beautiful dash back and dash back. Oh, there's an SD there. Ixis, the early stock advantage, and only 31% as well on his first stop. Oh, just avoided going hit by the up tilt. I was good on Lucretia's part, managing to escape the disadvantage as a result. Oh yeah, some people may not know that, but Rob's like me does play projectiles. That's something I do forget about myself now and then. I'm not sure if it's effective on all kind of projectiles. Shield just sent away Gyro. That's why Lucretio was able to pull the one out again. With forward smash, but it's not going to kill just yet. Not even the smaller blast zones in Yoshi's story. There's enough there. You know, you see Ixis going for a Reflector, but again, Wolf's Reflector does not stop Wolf on the stage. Only Fox out of the Star Wolf characters can. And even then, there's only one still stage now. Okay, Lucretio once again approaching very aggressively, trying to rack up the damage, but makes a mistake, shooting laser right on stage, which gave Ixis a free landing back here. And now finds himself one step away from falling down into loser's bracket. Free to skip. Ixis doing everything he needs to try to end this game as soon as possible. Doesn't want to give Lucretio any sort of chance to make it back. And that's a beautiful punish from the Mystex in the back here. Very lovely display from both players. And in the end, Ixis comes out as the winner. Very nicely done.